Hi everybody, I am Colonel Ajai and we continue on the series War Room to Boardroom. In the first video, I shared with you 3 ramifications of VUCA, a volatile, uncertain, complex and ambiguous environment which are unique to military combat leadership. And those were the first, extreme and grave consequences of decision making in the military. The second, zero-ized predictability of plans. And the third, combat leaders lead troops into battle without any extrinsic motivators, with no material incentives whatsoever, but by sheer inspirational leadership. In the second video, I shared with you one key and defining factor, which is the foundation and the bedrock on which military laurels are won and accomplished. And I described that with the acronym MVP. Mission, Values, Pride. Mission as to why we exist, values, what's important to us, and pride, what inspires us. And now in this video, I will talk about the first key principle which is taught to military leaders: selection and maintenance of aim, which can also be stated as the principle of objective. This principle is regarded as the master principle of war. A single, unambiguous aim is the keystone to success in military operations. Now you observe there are 2 key words: selection and maintenance of aim. Selection implies a deliberate process of review and evaluation of the situation and the environmental landscape prior to formulating the overarching military aim. And maintenance implies nothing goes as per plan. No plan ever survives first contact with the enemy. So we have to be willing to stay in the fight until we achieve the aim. And here comes the criticality of contingency planning, agility, flexibility, and adaptability in execution and responding to changing situation and ensuring fulfillment of the aim. Select a bad aim or fail to maintain a good aim and get sidetracked to pursue something else will certainly result in failure. So selection and maintenance of aim means having striking clarity of what we want to achieve, defining the end state and ensuring that our strategies are directed towards achieving it. It is selected carefully, it is defined clearly and stated simply and directly. Let me share an analogy of selection and maintenance of aim. I served in the Armored Corps, and when we get into a tank battle, we switch our main armament or our main gun onto the stabilizer system or the stab system. And once we designate a target and aim the main gun on the target, now despite where the tank has to maneuver or change course to avoid obstacles or impediments or adapt to changing situations and contingencies, irrespective, the tank gun remains laser locked on the target. In our context, the aim. Let me share a brief video clip to demonstrate this aspect. Have a look. consequence, we must know with clarity as to what we want to achieve and then persist in achieving it, despite the volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity, and irrespective of the obstacles, of risk, of resistance, and opposition. This is an absolutely critical factor, not only in military operations, but in life and in business. In the corporate, selection and maintenance of aim would be synonymous to the vision of the company as to what do we want to be, what do we want to attain, what do we want to achieve in a specific time frame. A vision must create a magnetic inspiration and aspiration and generate a pull towards which people are drawn to accomplish it, whilst retaining the agility to make shifts in people, processes, technology, and structures to respond to changing and fluid situations. A vision must be concrete. It must be specific for people to sink their teeth into and for everybody in the company to be mobilized and in strategizing to accomplish it. Without a clear and a shared vision, people and organizations perish. And the reason why it's called a vision is that people must be able to see it. They must be able to create a mental imprint on the screen of their mind and hold the image of the vision and direct actions to accomplish it and believe it to see it. So I cannot but overemphasize the criticality of getting the vision of the company right. Because from the vision will flow determination of the factors which have a bearing on the vision, from which we will draw deductions which will create and formulate the strategy. And the strategy will dictate the projects and the initiatives which need to be taken, which onward will get drilled down to the specific tasks which need to be accomplished in each of those projects or initiatives. So the flow is the vision, factors, strategy, projects or initiatives, and leading on to specific tasks. Now, if the vision is flawed, then the entire process is absolutely futile. So I would like also to mention and share here a critical and an important factor, which is that the people must be involved by corporate leaders in formulation of the vision. There must be a buy-in from the people, and the vision must be communicated meticulously, repeatedly, and consistently to ensure its accomplishment. So that was the criticality of selection and maintenance of aim in the military and the crafting and communication of vision in the corporate. So in my next video, I will share another key aspect from the military for application by corporate leaders. Thanks for watching.